Hi, what's left of William Hououin here for a new Villagers and Heroes poll discussion. So this time it's all about mana. Now, the astute among you will see that it's not V who is asking, but Imp, our new VNH Discord overlord. And he's saying, all about mana. Are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? If you remember, there was this big mana update, and seems they want to gather some info on how people are dealing with this new reality. Where and in what type of situation are you having to use them? For example, while soloing in the depth or while fighting 95 elders. What type of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? So anyway, let's see what the community thinks about that. So first we have Ziani saying, using more HP potions since some classes are nerfed. And Moulinia, man, I'm an anti-mooer, so yeah. Less mana pots, 95 elders, raids, 2-3 pots. Elders I use legendary pots or full mana pots. Raids I use 1 scorn every 10 minutes and no pots. So this is it, say no to drugs. Now we have Imp himself answering his own poll. So I'll play. I'm typically on a 95 Holy Priest or a level 54 Lightning Warrior. Very, very different playstyle. I don't know about that, Imp. Any classes I play, I move my character and click on things and wait for them to die. On my Holy Priest, healing 95 elders and spamming every single holy spell, I have endlessly without ceasing. I never run out of mana and I never use mana pots. This was also true before the patch. Well, to be fair, only scrubs use mana potions. Everybody just teleports in another zone to refill their mana. On my Lightning Warrior, I typically did use mana pots before the patch. After the patch, I discovered that I typically do not need them for solo play and raids. There have been a few fights in the Shadow Fated lands where he's used up half his mana, but I still haven't needed to use the mana pots. Same with raids. Before the patch, I took talents to boost his mana and mana regen. After the patch, I got rid of those talents and I'm currently focused on just his lightning talents. Well, thank you for answering the poll, Imp. Next we have Tweety Bird saying, I play a level 95 pure healing priest. Are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? Prior to the patch I rarely needed mana. After the patch I do need some mana, but not what I would call excessive amounts. I am okay with the change. Where and in what types of situations are you having to use them? I need mana potions when running in groups. If I am the only healing priest, I do need mana potions. What type of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? I use the blueberry potions for the most part, but if I am the only healer, I need the higher level ones. I have had to learn to anticipate when I will need them and drink them prior to actually needing mana, since they are not instant. Well, thank you very much for commenting, Tweety. Next we have, oh my god, Cosmic Kitty, haha, got you there. Priest, Holy 95, no mana issues before or after the patch. Priest, Shadow 95. In 95 Elders without a Water Chamois I can run out of mana, not often though. Use 2 level 90 pots. Fire 78. I have a little bit of issue keeping mana full on my fire, but nothing huge. When I get about half full I use Alacrity and the Necklace skill, then spam skills. It fills up some, but not fully, and tends to run out before I refresh the skill. I only use Mana Fire when Alacrity is active. Water 17. I don't have full skills yet, but I have 0 ways to regen health and my level, so I just wait till it refills. Just zone out, zone in, boom, done. Now we have Matt Fish for an incredibly short reply. Marksman 95 and Water Shaman 95. Are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? Didn't use them on Marksman before, don't now. Used around 10-ish on 95 Elders before, haven't been able to run another without a second water around, so never lost more than 200 mana after. Where and in what types of situation are you having to use them, for example while soloing in the depth, etc. See above. What type of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? See above. That was easy, lol. That was very easy indeed, Matt. Next we have, oh, not you too, oh my god. We have Derry saying, are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? Fewer. Where and in what types of situation are you having to use them? Raids, which is the same situation I used them before the patch. What types of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? Blueberry, but only because I did not have anything else yet. I took my main Derry out for a quick look-see after the patch, as she still needed mana in raids, but I have not changed her yet. I have no felt the complete overhaul mood, so I played an alt I've been wanting to spend time on for years, my Water Shaman. She doesn't seem to have any issues with mana, but she is also still on Ethos Island. Today, however, I spent several hours reworking my Marksman Hunter over in EU1. She is currently in early 30s, twice rebirthed and kicking serious butt since the update. With the feats linking mana to damage or something like that, I forget exactly, her mana regen is so good the bar almost never dipped below 100% full all morning, including in a raid. Granted, it was a bronze swamp. I'm also having a much easier time keeping her alive. I have no idea why, since I thought it was going to be the opposite. I used 2 sockets on her bow only. So seems the mana patch is not that bad after all. Thanks for commenting, Derry. I won't say the, last part of your name. Alright, now we have Fergus saying, are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? Rarely used them before the patch and haven't used any since the patch. Where and in what types of situation are you having to use them? Pretty much only in Haunted Moors before. What type of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? I'm getting good with saying that sentence here. Just the free premium potions that collect on my bar every month. Yeah, I have tons of those. With the years, you kinda get quite the amount. Alright, so anyway, thanks for commenting, Fergus. Alright, now Fairy Prince Ellie / Witcher Ellie. Are you using more or less mana potions after the patch? Level 95 Earth Shaman. Before patch, yes, consumed at between 5 and 15. After patch, 0 to 3. Level 91 Fire Wizard. Before patch, yes, 1 to 8 potions a map. After the patch, yes, 1-4 potions a map. Level 95 Priest. Before patch, Holy Priest, very good with mana indeed. After the patch, Shadow Priest use lots of pots, but no talent points invested in Vampira and that branch. Where and in what types of situation are you having to use them? Earth Shaman mainly in Elders, Rift and Raids. Shadow Priest, Raids and Rift. Fire Wizard, normal bounty hunting. What type of mana potions are you using and why that type? Is it situational? All the pots I'm using is still level 3, lol. Still useful, just gonna use them early. But at times, with my priest, I'll have to use half mana potions, as sometimes the simple mana pots don't recover fast enough when I'm in raids and mob and boss are swamping over me. Well, I guess those potions, deserves to be needed at some point. Anyway, thanks for commenting, Eddie. Alright, now, Kaya Kitty Feathers, saying, I can say more or less mana pots than before, as 9 out of 10 times I forget to use them. But I do notice mana going down and recovering slower than it did before on my Holy Priest. I would say that I feel the same. Where I use mana potions the most is in raids, cause that's where I die the most. After I have revived, and then it is one of the premium ones, not one of the crafted ones. Yeah, well, I guess premium for the win. Now Layla saying, I never used them that much before the mana build, and that has not changed. That said, I've always ignored the flaws from before the patch, and I've always built my characters with a strong focus on mana and HP. Most of my experience is with the wizard classes, but I play every class to some degree, except for hybrids. Most of my playtime is solo, so I can't really comment on how it's affected group play, aside from elders and raids. I've never even crafted a mana potion aside from when it was required for a quest. The free ones I get from Ardent Society membership and elsewhere are more than I've ever had a need for. Same Layla. I don't craft a lot of potions. I think I am a potion master though. Gotta have to look that up. And now the last but not the least, Light Entity. Oh, Light Entity, alright. Question 1. This has depended on the class that I am playing. My Holy Priest spends more mana than before, so I had to spec into the at 50 stacks get mana talents. Yeah, I should probably do that. For my Fire Wizard, the talent change that adds 25% of your mana pool when you drop below 25% mana has been good so far. I just wish there was a visual way to tell when it occurred. On the other hand, my Nature Hunter is a mana guzzler compared to before the update. The change to Gift of the Dryad has made my character have few ways to recover mana. Question 2. I use mana potions when I get low on mana. The rate that I use potions depends on what class I am playing and what content I am running at the time. For example, I don't use potions too often on my Fire Wizard while doing general content, bounties and quests, but I use more potions during raids. My Holy Priest uses few mana potions in general content and more in more demanding content, raids, elder, etc. My Nature Hunter uses mana potions often in general content and even more in demanding content. Question 3. So far, I have still been using the level 1 equivalent mana potions since I made a lot before the update. I do have higher level potions, but I have not used them yet. Aren't you curious about how they taste, though? Context to classes. Fire Wizard was level 59 but rebirthed and is now level 34, 2 rebirths. Holy is 77 on a rebirth, 4th rebirths. Nature Hunter is 29 on a rebirth, 2 rebirths. Well, thank you very much for commenting, Light Entity. And this is it, folks. It was all about mana, the Discord poll discussion. If you're not a member of the VNH Discord channel, the link will be in the description of this video. I do have my own Discord channel, and the link will also be in the description. Sorry for the ASMR type of video, but my daughter is asleep, and yeah, it's kinda late here. I've been working a lot. We've been on vacation. I have been thinking of making a video about my vacation. We went to Cuba. It was quite a lovely week that we spent there. I have a bunch of pictures, a few videos. I just need the time because since we came back, I'm working like overtime quite a bit, and yeah, I don't have much time to make videos, unfortunately. But yeah, enough of my my boring talk. Go play games or do whatever you want. I'm not your real dad anyway. Okay, bye bye. Have a great rest of your day.